Abandonment trauma will have you going through life feeling like a rolling stone that gathers no moss. Relationships don't last. No matter how much you invest in your career, things never work out with your work, your business, your positions. You're constantly having to start over. Whether it is in home, relationship, work, you really do experience life constantly having to start over, having to let go, painful losses. How do you know if you're dealing with abandonment trauma? And how do you fix it? Well, the symptoms are fear of being left behind or abandoned. So how does this show up? You're the person that never goes for the good guy or the decent girl because you are so afraid that they are too good for you, and that sooner or later they will see that you are not good enough, that you are not worth it, and they will leave you behind. So you go for the bad boy. You go for the person with commitment issues. You go for someone that is not emotionally available, because that way your ego has a sense of control. You feel as though you're in control. It's not real. It is a false sense of control, but you sort of set yourself up for failure, and so the impact of the loss is not as deep. And it's a lie. It's a lie we tell ourselves. Another symptom of abandonment trauma is the inability to form healthy relationships. Why? Because you always go for the bad boy or the bad girl. You know that they're broken, you know that they're toxic, but maybe if you can show them that you can add value to their life, that you are willing to put up with the crap that no one else is willing to, then they'll keep you around. So you choose relationships that re-traumatize you. Another symptom of abandonment trauma is low self-esteem and feelings of low self-worth, which goes back to point 1 and 2. You're constantly looking at people's responses to you. You're hypersensitive to how they feel about you, how they behave with you. You're constantly waiting for them to realize that you know they don't want to make the investment in you. You're constantly afraid of that moment when they choose to let you go, kick you out, choose someone else, or drop the ball on you. So your nervous system is in constant override, and this leads to depression because you cannot see anything lasting. You constantly holding your breath for that moment when you're abandoned again. And so you recreate it, you actually manifest it without meaning to. You're also the person that tends to push the people away who really, really want to make things work with you because you don't believe it. So you self-sabotage. What do you do to heal this? Meditate for 10 minutes every day. So you got to put that time aside to meditate, to recalibrate the brain, to quiet the mind down, because the mind is in constant override, constantly looking for the pitfalls, looking to see where the dangers are, when it is that I need to get out before they kick me out, when it is that I need to step out before I'm abandoned or betrayed. Your nervous system never gets a break, so you make yourself really sick. 10 minutes of meditation a day. Set that time aside at the start of your day or at the end of your day. And then whilst meditating, you can find some nice meditative high frequency music on YouTube. Play that in the background. Set your timer for 10 minutes. And then you repeat these affirmations. All my words, thoughts, and actions are divinely guided and protected. I am being guided towards healing my heart chakra. And then set an intention and say this during your meditation. I set an intention to keep my promises to myself. If you make a promise to yourself that I'm not going to do that again, that I'm not going to give that attention, that I'm not going to go back to that relationship, keep your promise to yourself. You cannot keep abandoning yourself and heal your abandonment wound at the same time, or hope to attract people who won't abandon you. I hope this helps.